Good morning, afternoon, evening, and or night. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Ryan.
Yeah, and welcome to the Small Town Table Talk podcast. All right, getting started. Ryan, I gotta ask, how's life at the dorm going for you?
You know, Daniel, it's going pretty well actually. So we moved in, what would have been Friday? Left home around 8:45-ish, made it to Tori's, picked her up, got all of our stuff loaded up, made it to the dorms a little before noon, and it probably took around 45 minutes to move everything in, and we got everything set up Friday. It was a long day, but you know, the dorm's nice. It's nicer than I feared it would be. It's strange layout, but
Yeah,
we'll make
but
do.
didn't you say you have like a 30-foot hallway?
Yeah, we measured it. It's indeed a 30-foot hallway.
That's whack.
And it's just Tori and I, but we have 2 bathrooms.
That much is nice.
Yeah, it's nice though. We have laundry room in our dorm, so that's nice.
That's also very good.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so do you already have all your stuff unpacked and everything?
Yeah, I'm pretty much all packed out, set up, moved in. I don't know what the word is.
Settled in? I think
Settled
that's
in.
what most
That's a good one.
I think that's what most people would say.
Most people probably, not me. I say packed out.
Yeah, I'd rather
Difference
you
of packed
didn't say
in,
that ever
not
again.
packed in, packed up, and packed out. Want to be packed down?
No?
Well, if you say packed
Unpacked.
up. Oh, unpacked. That's
Yeah.
the word. I was thinking packed down. All right. Anyways,
Anyways,
the dorm's nice. I'm all settled in and good to go.
yeah, do you have any decor up, or is it just going to be, like, really super boring like everything else in your life?
No, it's pretty nice. Tori brought these metal bins or whatever with some branches coming out of it that have like little LED lights strung around them. We have 2 of those set up, and then her family got us like a little house plant that we have sitting on our table in the living room, so it
Did
kind of
you take-
livens up the place.
Did you take any of your Marvel posters?
I didn't take any posters, no, just because we don't know if we're able to hang things on the wall yet,
Well, why wouldn't you be able to?
because they could rip off the paint like command strips and stuff, and we're not supposed to poke holes in them like with like nails or tacks or whatever.
Well, obviously, you just use fishing line or something to hang them from the ceiling.
That's okay. We have a 10-foot ceiling.
Yeah, so you use a lot of fishing line.
We would need a ladder to get up there, and we don't have a ladder.
Just stand on each other's shoulders.
That's not gonna work. Tori's like 5 foot flat.
Yeah, but if she stands on...
She'd have to be like literally standing on my shoulders.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Just do that.
That sounds like a lot more work than it's worth. I'll be honest.
Well,
Plus, I didn't bring any of my posters anyways.
But you can come home.
That's like a 3-hour drive just to grab some posters.
It's totally worth it.
I don't think so.
Okay, how about you just have your family roll them up and put them in boxes and send them to you?
What about the frames then?
You can buy new frames.
I'm not gonna buy new frames. Plus, my room's already set up as it is at home, and I don't want to disturb it even more than I already have.
Okay, well, after you're done with school, how long are you planning on
Here's
staying
a
at home?
suggestion. How about you send me your posters, and I'll hang those.
Well, I do have a couple of them that I'm getting rid of, so I very easily could send them to you.
You could, and I'd hang
Yeah.
them up.
Yeah, I just ordered a couple of new ones to put in my room at the place I'm moving into in a couple weeks here.
Yeah, how's that going along?
Well, I have successfully packed 2 boxes. One of them
Boxes, that's it?
is literally just my collection of like 150 movies, and the other one is a box that was in my closet that was already almost completely packed.
So when do you move in?
Our release starts on September 15th, so I'm hoping to
Alright,
get
so you
everything.
still got some time.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
planning
didn't
on.
start packing to move here until like Thursday.
And you moved on Friday.
Yes.
See, thing is, I'm gonna be moving in the middle of school and
That's true, yeah.
while I'm still working.
Mm-hmm.
Although my boss did give me a couple days off to move in and stuff.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to plan on picking up maybe like 2 or 3 gallons. I'm not sure. 2 or 3 gallons of paint and paint it the first day I move in because the room is like a sky blue color, if not
Oh,
a
what's wrong
little.
with that color?
Well, it's not bad. It's just a little too bright for my liking. And there's
I
also
suppose.
there's also a mural of an air traffic control tower.
Nice.
Yeah, it was definitely a child's room.
And it still will be.
Yes, but it'll be more like a young adult's room than like a 8-year-old child.
So like put up like pictures of different dystopian young adult novels.
Well, obviously.
Hunger Games,
Well, I think I would probably have to
Divergent.
start with Maze Runner.
Twilight.
Ew, no.
Just have a huge mural of Jacob and Edward.
Wait, which one did Robert Pattinson play?
That's Edward.
Yeah, so I'll have a big mural of Edward, but in a Batman costume, because that actually looks very cool.
That would be such a weird mural. It's just like Batman, but like the area where his mouth is showing, he just has like fangs. And he's
Didn't
just
he have, like,
sparkling.
Yeah, it's sparkly skin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched any of the Twilight movies, so I wouldn't know.
I've seen little bits of it.
Well, that's your fault. I don't know why you would want that.
It was on TV and it was all the hype, so I was like, I'll just see what the hype is about. The hype was wrong. It was bad.
Well, I guess I
was
shouldn't say
was
anything.
not a fan of those movies.
I mean, remember when we worked at the campground?
Yes?
Yeah, our boss's son, you know Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say Jackson?
Probably.
All right, well, I won't specify last names. No, he is obsessed with the Twilight movies, and he's a really cool guy, so I'm not going to shame him or anything for
Why?
it, but I never saw any of the hype behind it.
I just want to know why he's so into them.
It's a good question. He asked me
Supposed to each their own, but...
Yeah, we carpooled to classes together for a semester last year, and he asked me what my favorite movie was. I don't even remember what I said, but when I asked him the same in return, he said Twilight, and I started laughing because I genuinely thought it was a joke, and he was like, "What are you laughing at?"
It wasn't a joke.
It was not a joke, and I
He
felt
loves Twilight.
so bad and so awkward.
Speaking of school, how many classes are you taking this semester?
Oh gosh, I think all at once I have a total of 5, but there's some that are only the first half of the semester, so the first 8 weeks, and then there's some that are only the second 8 weeks. So all in all, I think it's maybe 7?
Now, is this your...
6 or 7, something like that.
Is this your last semester? Or do you have one more semester after this?
This is my last school year, yeah. So I started my program like a year after I started school. I wasn't accepted into it right away because I didn't apply until August. So I did a year of gen eds, and then it's a 2-year associates program, so I'm starting my last year now.
I still have 3 years.
Yeah, you're going for history teacher?
Nope. Elementary education with an emphasis on general science.
Science. Yeah, I was thinking of your dad.
Yep. Nope.
No, it was Austin.
I was going to be a history teacher. I
Yeah.
thought about it for a while, but then I switched to science just because I thought it would be a little bit more fun.
Yeah, my future roommate, Austin, he is going for a degree in history so he can be a teacher, I think. And I don't know if teaching is his career path that he should be going for.
If it's his specialty.
Love the guy, but he doesn't seem like he would be the best at educating. But we'll see
maybe
how it
he'll
turns
grow
out
into
for him.
it. Maybe he'll grow into it.
You know, for his sake, I do hope so. You know, he's gonna listen to this and he's gonna get very upset, call me an a-hole or something.
Probably, if I know Austin.
Do you know Austin?
I do know Austin.
How well do you know Austin?
Not as well as you know Austin. Obviously, I'm not living with him.
I'm not living with him yet, and I can't say I'm looking forward to when I am. Yeah, the main reason he's a part of this is so our rent is a little bit lower.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's going to take offense to that one.
Oh, no, I already told it to him straight to his face.
Oh, good job.
Yeah,
so it's 4 of you. Now, is it 4 bedrooms and like 2 bathrooms or something like that? Or are you all sharing one?
It's a 3-bed, 1 bath, so 3 of us are
Who's
going to
sharing?
be... 3 of us are going to be in our own bedroom, and then the basement has like a walled off section where we're going to be setting up the last bed.
Oh, now
Yeah.
who gets that one?
That's going to be Jack.
Oh, poor Jack.
I'm in the biggest bedroom because I called dibs on it.
Very nice. Good job.
Austin is in the smallest bedroom, which is painted like a lime green, and we call it the raccoon
just keep
room
it that color.
because yeah, no, he's planning on it. We call it the raccoon room because I think on the light switch there's a little picture of a raccoon, and as soon as he saw that, he was like, "I called dibs on this," and we're like, "Austin, why? This is the smallest room." He's like, "I don't care. I want the raccoon."
Sounds like
it.
Austin, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely Austin. And Isaiah, he is our last roommate. He's taken the other bedroom.
Middle room?
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot else to say about that.
Sounds like a good dig.
Oh yeah, it is. So anyways, we're a little off topic. We've been talking for a little too long. Ryan, what are you hoping to get out of this podcast?
Out of this podcast, I don't know, some interesting conversations maybe. Share them with some people who might also find them interesting.
I think that in keeping with the theme of our podcast, you know, small town table talk, I think we're going to try to find some people from small towns and find their most interesting stories from their small town they grew up in.
Oh yeah, we grew up in a very small town, so...
Graduating class, what, 65?
65, town population of just over 2,000.
I think it was closer to 2,400, actually.
I thought it was always 2,100.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the population sign coming into town.
Less than 2,500, more than 2,000.
Yeah, it's a decent-sized place. Main attraction is either the Quick Trip gas station or Carol's Cones, the ice cream place.
That's true. Carol's Cones is always good. We got a Piggly Wiggly, too, and a Subway.
Yeah, but is Piggly Wiggly really an attraction? Something people are going to come from?
Not really.
Right.
Quick Trip. Quick Trip's a big one.
Oh, everyone
Gotta
loves
love
Quick
the Quick
Trip.
Trip.
I mean, granted,
Especially you.
Oh yeah. In case anyone from my friend group didn't know, I went to Quick Trip every day for 100 days straight. Took a picture of it and posted it on my Instagram story, tagging them for 100 days straight. And on day 100, they decided it was time to feature me on their page.
It was quite the achievement, I gotta be honest.
No,
I
yeah,
didn't
like-
think it would work. I didn't think it'd happen.
Yeah, well, they sent me a free t-shirt, got a crew neck sweatshirt, a hat, can koozie, and a fanny pack.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, fanny pack's what makes it.
That is what makes it. Really
Oh.
brings out the whole dad vibe.
Well, yeah, I mean, I rock the dad vibe every other day without it, and this is pulls
is
it
true.
together.
It just pulls it
And,
together, makes it official. Not that there's anything wrong with a dad vibe.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Yeah, maybe one of these years it'll even get me a sweet discount on Father's Day.
Yeah, maybe.
Do places do Father's Day discounts?
That would be awesome if they did. Just a dad comes in on Father's Day by himself. Just
Oh,
gets
yeah.
a discount because he's
My
buying
gift to
himself a
myself
gift.
is a break from the wife and kids, you know what I mean?
That sounds like a dad.
Yeah, I could easily put
Not
it
a
off.
good one, but a dad.
Oh, yeah, I think it's probably pretty close to... Oh, who could I compare that to? Do we know anyone whose dad was like that?
No. Not that I know of. I guess I don't converse with many
Many
dads.
I basically talk to your dad, and that's it.
Yeah, same.
You know, I
talk
can
to my
never
dad.
can never tell if your dad likes me or hates me.
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
You know, I would, but I think whatever answer he gave me would be just as mysterious.
He just answers with a look.
Like,
He
come
always
on.
says you're his second favorite in your family.
Right, but that doesn't mean he holds my family in very high regards.
That's also true. That just says that you're the second favorite out of your family, but your family might be very low on his list.
I mean, you met Andrew.
Yes, I have. Anyways,
Anyways, we saw the New
Yeah.
Mutants on Thursday.
we saw that on Thursday. What do you think of it? What was your first impression coming out of the theater?
I don't want to criticize Fox too much, but yeah, no, it was definitely a forgettable movie. It's not bad. It's just not great. Nothing very special about it. It's just something you go in to kill about an hour and a half.
Yeah, it was a very short movie. I will say that. It was an hour and a half. I think it could have done more with like an extra 20 minutes.
It focuses on Danielle, or Danny as they mostly call her in the movie. She's definitely the main character, but there's another four people, 4 mutants.
Yeah, so there's 5 kids. I think there's only like 7 characters in the whole movie, more or less.
basically, yeah.
There's the 5 kids, the doctor, and then one of the kids' father shows up for like 2 scenes.
I do think that I could have benefited from another 20 minutes or so looking into the history of the other 4 mutants. They do some surface level stuff, but
Yeah.
being able to actually show where they came from and what turned them into the new mutants that they are today would have made it a lot more interesting.
An extra 20 minutes would have just been able to expand on the groundwork that they already did and made it just a better movie. I wouldn't say it's a bad movie. I mean, I enjoyed
definitely
it.
not.
There were times that it was very enjoyable. I think the first 2/3 of the movie were really good. And then the last third of the movie kind of lost it for me. Just because I went into it expecting it to be kind of the first superhero horror.
No, it wasn't.
And they laid some good groundwork in the first 2/3 of the movie. Like they built up some tension, had some creepy shots, and then the last third it just kind of became a more generic superhero action movie.
It was basically
And
a CGI battle.
And that made it forgettable for me just because like if the ending of the movie isn't like something amazing and really cool or like ties the whole film together, it just kind of becomes a forgettable movie.
Now, I was going to say something else and you completely made me lose my train of thought. So thank
You're
you
welcome.
for that.
You're welcome.
No, I'm being sarcastic. Facetious.
Keep trying.
That big. I don't want to keep trying, Ryan. I keep messing it up. Facetious.
Sure.
Did I get it right that time?
I don't know what word you're talking about.
Well, let me Google it really quick so I know what I'm talking about and not just facetious.
All right. Well, anyway, I'll keep talking about New Mutants while I do that. I thought the characters were good. I thought the 5 main kids, I think all their performances were pretty strong.
Definitely did well with what they were given, yeah.
Yeah. I think the accents were a little here and there. I could hear sometimes that they kind of lost their accents a little bit, but I mean, they're young actors and it wasn't a very huge movie or whatever, so I can't blame them too much on that. But I think the actors did well with what they were given script-wise. I think the relationships between them, just like the friendships and the romantic relationships that were formed, felt natural. They didn't feel forced. They didn't feel like awkward. It felt like actual like teenage relationships that would form when there's 5 kids trapped in a hospital with a weird mutant caretaker.
I mean, some of the things I will
Sounds
be
believable.
honest. It seemed like it went by fast, you know what I mean? Like I think
Yeah,
the entire
the whole movie does take place over like I don't know, a week.
Something like that. And it could be longer and they just didn't show as much.
Yeah, it could have stretched over months, and they just decided not to show
I don't know
time
if I'd say
passing.
months. I'd say maybe a month.
Well, either way, they didn't show any time passing, so we couldn't really be sure on that or not.
And that might have been the point, but whatever.
There are some subtle references to other X-Men movies, though, which was kind of cool to figure out, which confuses me on where it takes place in the X-Men timeline.
Well, I mean, the X-Men timeline is just one giant cluster of
yes,
mess.
It is. It's a mess already as it is, but
yeah. So what was it? The first 5 movies were part of one timeline, and then they rebooted it basically with
Days of Future Past.
Yeah, I have never gotten all that excited for the X-Men movies, if I'm being honest.
There's certain movies that I enjoy more than others, but generally speaking, the X-Men movies are just kind of like movie by movie basis. I don't care for the franchise as a whole, just like individual movies.
I mean, no X-Men movie can really hold up to that of what Logan was.
That's true. Logan is by far the best of the bunch.
I did have a lot higher hopes for New Mutants, I'll be honest. I was excited to see a horror superhero movie.
I know, I really wanted to see some good horror elements.
It seemed like it was an action movie that had some creepy visuals. That's basically all it was.
As I said, that the third act really just pushed it away from the horror elements they were building up to.
I mean, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, that's supposed to be horror, isn't it?
I believe so.
Do you think that's going to be a little scarier than this one was?
Maybe. One second.
Oh, what are you doing, Ryan?
I'm drinking some water because my voice is sore.
Oh, yeah, I got myself a Faygo Cola over here. I've been sipping on that. A Faygo Cola.
Cola?
Yeah.
It's what, like?
It's 11 in the morning.
11 in the morning?
Yeah, I didn't really feel like...
I can't fault you too much because my first thought this morning was I should open a Dr. Pepper. I didn't, but I thought about it.
Where's your Dr. Pepper cooler at?
In my room right now, in the back corner on my dresser.
So how long would it take you to go grab one? What, like 3-4 seconds?
I don't know. Time it out.
Are you going right now? Oh, he's going. Okay. Okay. Oh gosh. He's still gone. Are you back?
I am back.
I was about 11 seconds.
Oh yeah?
And
how was that? Was that satisfying?
Yeah, just that was a very nice quick.
It's always the most satisfying part.
Yeah, that's the sound that a can makes, right?
Cans. That sounds more like a whip almost. Cans
whip is more like
by far better than bottles.
I think it depends on the soda.
Well, we only talk about one soda, and that's Dr. Pepper.
You only talk about one soda.
Canned Dr. Pepper is just better than bottled. It's crisper. It's colder. It tastes better. It's more satisfying. Although the crack and the hiss of opening a bottle is very nice, but just the crack and the quick little hiss of the can is just so much better.
I think that you'll agree, though, the best Dr. Pepper is a free Dr. Pepper.
Compared to what? Like a free Dr. Pepper is definitely better than one I have to pay for.
Yeah, it's the best Dr. Pepper is a free Dr. Pepper. But
that's not necessarily true. Because what if the free Dr. Pepper is a glass of Dr. Pepper with ice in it that was poured out of a 2-liter that had been sitting out for a week, versus if I go to Quick Trip and I buy a can of Dr. Pepper. That new can of Dr. Pepper will be so much better.
Okay, but the flat Dr. Pepper, did you have to pay for it?
No.
Does it still taste like Dr. Pepper just without the fizz?
Definitely not. No.
I think it's still got the basic...
No, because Dr. Pepper tastes different when it comes out of different vessels.
Okay, but I think the same underlying flavors are still there for the most part.
Okay, well then, here, how about this? Water out of a bottle versus water out of a lake. It's the same underlying ingredients. It's water. I think we both agree that out of the bottle tastes better and is better, even though you have to pay for it. But the lake water's free. Is that the better water? Huh?
Okay, there's a slight difference between what we're talking about, but...
I don't think so. I'm
pretty sure there is. Just a little bit.
I don't think so.
How did we get here from New Mutants?
I had to take a drink of water, and then you asked about Dr. Pepper.
I was being rhetorical. I didn't actually ask how we got here.
Oh, well, that's how we got here.
Well, thanks for letting me know something that I didn't actually care about.
Well, you asked.
Whatever.
And you can't just get me started on Dr. Pepper without expecting me to expand on that.
I guess, but how much Dr. Pepper have you drank since you got to school?
Really not that much. I mean, I've only been here for like 2 days, and these 2 days have been pretty busy with moving around and stuff, but I'd say probably like 4 or 5 cans.
Yeah, that's still more than the average person drinks, Ryan. I have maybe I have maybe 1 can of soda a day.
I've also been drinking a lot of water just because we have been moving around. It's been hot outside.
I guess, yeah.
And I'm trying to get more water in my system to, stay healthy and clean during these times.
Yeah, it's almost 11:15. I got up around 2 hours ago. So I still haven't had any water.
No, I got up and I got my water bottle out of the fridge because I had it in the fridge all night to keep it cold. And I drank like half of that and then had breakfast, which was banana and a bowl of raisins.
That doesn't sound like a very good breakfast to me, personally.
I thought about having more, but it was already like 10:15 and we had planned to get on at 10:30. I'm like, I don't really want to make like cereal or anything because it's so hard to make,
Well, I woke up and I took Bella, my dog, out for a walk. We probably went for half a mile or so. I came back in. I made myself 4 eggs, scrambled style.
Eggs actually sound good right now.
Oh, dude.
With some bacon
I
on
love
the
eggs.
Sprinkled in. Eggs are good for you.
What I love is after Christmas or Thanksgiving, when you make a ham. I love taking that leftover ham, chopping it up real fine, and sprinkling it in with some scrambled eggs.
I haven't ever tried that, but I definitely will. That sounds like a great idea.
Ham is by far the best sandwich meat, and it is by far the best protein to have at the holidays.
Yeah, definitely with the holiday part.
It beats the hell out of turkey.
Now, did you say sandwich meat or just like sandwich protein?
Sandwich meat and sandwich protein, I think. I mean, I'm
what
not...
about peanut butter?
Okay.
That's a source of protein for sandwiches.
Yeah, but... Okay, fine. Just sandwich meat then.
Let's just go sandwich meat, yeah.
Yeah, because who doesn't love to get down with a good peanut butter sandwich?
I know a couple people.
Oh, besides Brody.
My former roommate.
And Brody and his, 3,000 allergies?
That's a little extended. I don't think that's quite what it is.
I'm pretty sure it's basically the same.
I don't know. We can ask Brody later. See how many he has.
Well, you'd have to sit down and probably make a list.
I think if I guessed 0, I'd still be closer than you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if Brody's even had 3,000 things to eat in his lifetime.
Has anyone had 3,000 things to eat? I'm sure someone has.
Probably Guy Fieri.
He might have tried 3,000 different things.
Well, it is also Guy Fieri.
How many things do you reckon you've had? Like, unique things of food?
Okay, well, there's been bread.
Okay, we don't need a number amount.
Toothpaste.
You shouldn't be eating toothpaste.
I was a child.
Yeah, they always say that, like, on the tubes and stuff, like, don't eat it, and if you do, like, contact poison control. Why are they making toothpaste that if you swallow it, you're going to get, like, poisoned?
Yeah, and if they don't want you to swallow it, why the hell would they make it taste so good?
What kind of toothpaste are you using that tastes that good?
The minty kind.
No, mint, no.
It was the minty... When I was a child, I really liked mint, okay?
You know my opinion on mint-flavored stuff.
Yeah, not a fan, I know.
I'm not a fan of mint.
I offered you a ice cream sandwich that had mint chocolate chip ice cream instead of vanilla, and you said no.
Mint ice cream is disgusting and should not exist.
Okay, I agree. I'm not a big fan of mint chocolate chip ice cream in general. I just never have been. But those mint chocolate chip ice cream sandwiches. Whoo,
I would rather brush my teeth with mint toothpaste and then drink orange juice. I bet that would taste better.
No.
I bet it would.
Ryan, when was the last time you brushed your teeth and then drank orange juice?
A long time ago.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you probably forgot just how horrible it is.
Maybe, but I'm not going to take mint ice cream.
Okay, so if you don't do mint ice cream, I mean, I don't either, but what would you say is probably the best flavor of ice cream out there?
I'm not a huge ice cream fan, so this is not a really good question to be asking me. I don't know. Vanilla? I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's basic as hell, heck.
I mean, like, when I think about it, vanilla ice cream is probably the one type of ice cream that I won't, like, turn down because I don't like it, or I'm just not feeling it. It's always a good baseline. It's like water, Water is the vanilla ice cream of drinks.
So if not ice cream, what do you do? Like pie, cake?
I'm not really a dessert fan. I'll be honest. I'm not a dessert person. Like over the years, like I used to be huge into desserts when I was a kid, but as I've gotten older, I've just I don't know, my sugar tooth has just gone away and I just don't eat as many desserts. My mom will always bring out the mixing metal thingies.
Oh, like when she's
she's making cookie dough or something, and then she'll hand me or ask if I want one of the mixing things, and I'll just be like, no, I just don't really want it anymore. Like as a kid, I used to love that.
Oh, who didn't?
And sometimes I still do. I'll take spoons and just scoop out cookie dough and just eat it. But it's very rare that I want to do that.
Yeah, I think that the decreasing sweet tooth is something that comes to everyone with age. I don't go for sweets quite as much as I used to. I mean, soda is technically a sweet, I think.
I guess, and I drink a lot of soda, so that might just satisfy my sweet tooth enough. I don't seek it out in other sources.
I would never, ever turn down a free slice of apple pie a la mode.
That's like your kryptonite.
Anyone that says they don't like apple pie is probably insane. And
I like apple pie, but it depends on the apple pie. Like some apple pies just isn't good.
I mean,
I guess that goes for like all pie though.
I did make an apple pie from scratch once, and it was so bad. I
believe that you made a bad apple pie.
I've actually made 2 apple pies from scratch. One of them turned out pretty good. It was just very flat, you know what I mean? Like we didn't use as many apples and stuff as we should have, but I do love pie though.
I will be honest, pumpkin pie is always really good. My great grandma used to make amazing pumpkin pie.
I mean, I do like pumpkin pie, don't get me wrong, but I think that the better fall season pie is pecan.
Oh, no. Ew.
Dude, I love good pecan pie.
Pecan pie?
Pecan. It doesn't matter. It's all the same.
Peacock pie?
No, I'm gonna edit that out later.
Why?
Because I want to.
Peacock pie?
Stop saying it. Oh wait, no, it's the bird. You're just talking about the bird.
What do you think I was talking about?
I thought you were talking about like a urinating male sex organ.
No, Daniel, come on. It's a bird. You know,
yeah,
the bird with like the colorful feathers.
Yes, I got that now. Thank you. I think I'm just gonna edit all of this out because I am so foolish.
I don't think so. I think you should just leave it in.
Okay.
Peacock pie.
I forgot.
That would be gross.
Okay. Only thing is, Ryan.
Because it's like a meat pie.
Okay. Yeah. Ryan.
I don't even
sure.
know if that bird tastes good. I don't know if it's like chicken or turkey.
The thing is, Ryan.
What?
Birds aren't real.
But I've seen them at zoos.
Yeah, obviously those are just really high-tech government surveillance drones.
But why are they spying on the other zoo animals?
To make sure they aren't eating people. I don't know.
I wonder if a zoo animal has ever like eaten someone.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they have.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you remember Harambe.
Yeah, but he didn't eat anybody.
No, but
I don't even think he hurt the kid, did he?
I don't know.
The kid just fell into his enclosure and then they shot him.
Okay, what's absolutely wild?
Yes.
That was 4 years ago.
I know, that was 2016.
I guarantee you that if Harambe did not die, everything in the world would be so much better.
It's true. The world started going downhill when Harambe died.
R.I.P. Rest in power.
Harambe.
Miss that man.
It's a gorilla. Anyways,
we've been recording for about a little over our time frame.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's wrap it up. I would like to say thank you to Bug Hunter for the use of our theme song, It's All Right, off the album Torn Between a Couple. It's a great song, great album, great artist. I think he deserves a lot more recognition than he gets. I actually have every single one of their songs downloaded on Spotify. Just absolutely wonderful. Give them a look. And yeah, that's all I've got for you. Ryan, what do you think?
For those who are interested, I'm starting a YouTube gaming channel. You can find me on YouTube. Ryan LP, RYANLP. I'll be doing all sorts of gaming videos as well as some other stuff along the ways.
I'll also be linking our socials down in the description below if you want to give that a look. Anything else?
No, pretty good. This was a good first episode, I think.
I think so too. It's really not bad. That's
not bad at all.
Can't wait to see where this goes. Anyways, don't die, and we'll see you Tuesday.
Bye-bye.